Talkshow with Noxolo, Nene, the show where we are addressing topics and issues that matters. We are here to empower you, to inspire you, to uplift your spirit to the next level. This is Empowerment Podcast. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Empowerment Talk Show with your girl Noxolo Nene. It is Tuesday, my favorite day of the week. So today we will be talking about focusing on yourself. So I found out there are many benefits when you focus on yourself, because it is easy for us to focus on other people and help them to do so many things, and in turn we neglect ourselves. So this thing will help you to focus on yourself more, to give yourself the time that you need, to be with yourself, the importance of spending your time alone. Yeah, I know that so many people are afraid of being lonely, not being lonely, but of being bored, if I may put it in that way. So you need time for yourself. Sometimes you need to be alone, think about yourself. Think about what you want to do, just be yourself. And also, focusing on yourself has many benefits. By improving your relationship with yourself, you might be able to ease symptoms of depression, anxiety, and social anxiety. So making yourself a priority could have benefits to your physical health too, since you learn to ease stress and prioritize taking care of yourself. So putting yourself first is also a great way to make time to do something you enjoy. So don't worry about being selfish. It is not selfish to recharge and spend time alone. So spending time alone, it is very important. So add more alone time to your schedule. It is normal to spend a lot of time with your family, friends, and co-workers. Socialization is good and important, but solitude is equally important. So create each week to sit quietly with your own thoughts. Choose a time that works for you. So pick a spot where you won't be interrupted. For example, you could decide to spend every Sunday afternoon relaxing on your own. It might feel harder or awkward at first to be alone. So with yourself, it's okay to feel that way, but push through your discomfort. Once you get used to it, you'll value your solitude. And another thing, take a walk each day to clear your head. So a solo walk is a great way to spend extra time with yourself, okay? So you can choose to use this time to think through something, let your mind wander, or listen to an engaging podcast. So the point is just to make a time enjoyable for you. It's just make it enjoyable. Enjoy, okay? So walking in the morning might help you to energize for the day to come. You could also walk in the evening or on your lunch break to unwind from any stress. So ask yourself questions to get to know yourself better. So some of us they don't have a relationship with themselves, So this will help you to know yourself better Building a stronger relationship with yourself will help you to learn to prioritize yourself. So start this process. Make a list of questions. Okay? This is so important. I love this. So make a list of questions to ask yourself. It can be anything that comes to your mind. The most important thing is that you answer them honestly. Do not lie, and no one is perfect, okay? So you can learn a lot about yourself by considering questions like, what is your purpose? And how are you working toward that purpose? What makes you happy? This is the question of my life. What makes me happy? I have to answer that. So, what would you like to less of in your life? Okay, these are the questions that you should ask yourself when you doing self-introspection, self-examining. So treat yourself with kindness and patience. So a good rule of thumb is to treat yourself like you treat others. So most people are inclined to be kind or at least polite to other people. So ask yourself if you are as considerate to yourself as you are to others. This is the real question. So I know this, So many of us treat other people lovely, kindly, everything, Jay. But if it comes to them, they don't treat themselves kind. They curse themselves. They use those harsh words, which is not okay. They talk negatively to themselves. What they call it is they have this thing, the negative self-talk when it comes to themselves. So we should change that thing, of being negative towards ourselves, of being ruthless, So guys, it is very important for us to be kind to us, because we need this. We really need it, because we're looking for people to give us that thing, of being of being cared of, of being noticed. If you don't notice yourself, who will notice you? Yeah, well, we always use these things, but then if you take it seriously, it can help you. It can help you to change your life, and it can help you to become a better version of yourself, and you will never go wrong if you focusing on yourself, because you will notice so many things about you, and you'll be amazed that you can do this, and then you'll be ashamed that you were neglecting yourself. You will feel sorry because you spend most of your life, most of your time on giving the best of you to other people, all those things, and everything you do for other people. You make them happy while you are not happy. I remember last year I talked about people pleaser. If you want to know what is a people pleaser, you just have to go to our previous shows, last year's shows, and then you'll find that episode there, that where I was talking about a people pleaser. So guys, we've learned a lot from that. But then I'm here talking about focusing on yourself. Yeah, so make better decisions for yourself. Set goals that you want to achieve, and like keep them going, you see. So, and another thing, don't compare yourself to others. It can be really easy to focus on others instead of yourself. Okay, so get in the habit of paying attention to your performance or feelings rather than those of other people. This means that you shouldn't get upset when other people succeed. While it won't be easy to shift your mindset, make a conscious effort to just worry about yourself. It will get easier with practice. So just do that. There was a time when I felt so bad, and in such a way that, you see, when you feel like your life is not like moving, you are doing nothing. It seems like you are doing nothing while you are trying, you know. So there was a time whereby I was so overwhelmed by like my friends. Like when they do things, they like succeed, you know. But when it comes to me, nothing is happening. So I know the feeling of like comparing to yourself. It's really bad. Trust me, it is really bad. So I just like quit doing that because it is not good. Because you feel like you are nothing, and whatever that you try to do is like, it's like you are like moving what you call a mountain. You see, you are small, but it seems like whenever you try to do something, it's nothing is working for you. Okay, nothing is working for you. So you know, we have to study and all of that. So life is not easier, but then we have to say it's easy just because we need to like reset our mind, you know, to view life with a positive mindset. But when I was in that point in life, I felt bad, you know, and I was asking myself why, when I try to like to do this, it is not working for me, you know. And when you are in that situation, you tend to forget about like everything that you know. Because at my church, we learned that we have to be positive, and we learned about law of attraction and how the mind work. So when you are on that situation, you forget about everything that you learned. So you focus on this situation and on these negative feelings, you know. And there's nothing good that comes out of it, just because it seems like you enjoy that situation, but you are not, because it is so painful. So you be thinking like, oh, why God like is ignoring me? I was like, that's Niti, God is ignoring me. Like, he doesn't hear my prayers at all, because when I'm trying to do something, you know, doesn't work, you know. So, and then I remembered I started reading. I started reading books, law of attraction, and then I started to remember was as a teen. Just stop comparing yourself to other people. The way I think was bad. I realized the way I think it was not good for me, and by reading that book helped me to think positively and do some of morning affirmations. They did help me, and it was wonderful, But then you tend to forget because you are not used to doing those kind of things. What I'm trying to say is that I was more focused on what I was thinking about and on what I was doing, on what I was saying with my mouth, because whatever that you say with your mouth comes back to pass, you experience it. So I focused on what I say and on what I think. But then there are so many challenges in life whereby you've been brought, you tend to forget it again because you are not used to to the challenges that you have to conquer, the test of life. Life tests you to become a better person. So there are many things that you tend to forget, and you be blaming yourself. Those are negative self-talk. I just want to remind you that no one is perfect. You just have to go back and listen to my episode. They will help you so much because we are going through a lot, So I remember that no one cares about you, no one cares about me, and the only thing that I have to do is to care for me, to take care of my feelings, because we yearn for people's attention. If we don't get it, it is very painful. You won't like it, So that is why we need to focus on ourselves, because when you facing the hardest in your life, and you want someone to listen to you, to feel you, to understand your pain, and you get rejected, right? And what are you going to do with that? You be start blaming other people. Okay, they don't consider your feelings and they don't care about you. So the biggest question is that, do you care about yourself? Do you consider your feelings yourself? Do you treat yourself kindly? Do you speak to yourself politely? These are the main questions that I'm asking. What do you do to yourself? Because whatever that we are yearning for people to do to us, it's what we need to do to ourselves. So by saying that, what you do to yourself, it will attract people that are going to do the same thing to yourself. If people are rejecting you, this means that you reject yourself, you neglect. You are the one who is doing those things to you. You neglect yourself. You are not focusing on your feelings. You just don't care. You dwell on those negative feelings. So because you need to heal yourself first before looking for others. Find the ways that can help you to heal yourself. Yeah, we know that by speaking to other people, it will help us to ease the pain. I know that. But then it takes a person first to reset his mind and the way the persons talk. You talk. If you talk negatively about yourself, if you are hovering, if your mind is hovering around negativity on the sad parts of life, even if you try to speak to another person, it won't help you. You know what? Because you didn't make a decision to change. Because change, it comes from you. If you want to change your feelings, you make the decision that I just want to be happy. I just want to be free of being sad, those stuff. So if you do not make that decision, nothing will help you except prayer, God. Nothing will help you ngaphandle kwaNkulunkulu. So God will help you, but then even God sometimes give you the time to change yourself, So you will suffer and suffer just because you don't want to make the decision to change the way you think and to change the way you treat yourself. Because if you sink in the negative emotion and you know that you don't enjoy it, but then just because it is hard, you need to take baby steps to move out of it. We don't say that it is easier, but it's better to try than doing nothing in life, Just try. They may talk to you and they may preach to you. If you don't make the decision, nothing will help you, trust me. So it is very important to focus on yourself, put yourself first. As I've said before, it is not selfish to take care of yourself, to think about yourself first, because no one will. So guys, thank you very much for listening to this, for listening to my show, hashtag focus on yourself. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media platform. On Facebook it is Empowerment Podcast. On Facebook group it is hashtag Empowerment Podcast, and on Instagram it is Empowerment Podcast. On YouTube it is Empowerment Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe. We are also on YouTube. Please follow us and we'll follow you back, guys. So thank you very much for listening. You are the best. Bye.